Yeah, I did my
Wait,
job.
did you
I got
call
my
Matt
character in
Nancy?
here.
It's true. It's true. Most of you planned ahead.
Well, I mean, you would expect all the academics here to do their homework.
Most of you seem to care about the game.
It was
Most
doing
of
homework
you-
that stopped me from doing this.
The main thing you learn in academia is how to be as close to the deadline as possible.
Right?
But
Yeah.
Most
still
of
make
you-
it.
Most
Sometimes
of
it
you
overshoots.
are going to survive the next couple of sessions. Because most of you have minis that are too pretty to die. Some of you have generic minis that are easily replaceable.
Oh, that'd be a dick move right now.
Yeah.
Dead.
I just spent $8 on this. You
Oh, yeah.
asshole.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll bring it back as an
guess what?
NPC.
Boomer got a twin brother.
His name is Squasher.
Wow. Boomer's definitely a better name.
All right. When last we left off, our intrepid adventurers had just met up with the Plane of Air's advanced guard, we'll say. They met Salih, who is the head air ranger in charge of defending against incursions from the elemental plane of Earth. And they joined in a little aerial battle against some gargoyles. Legends were made. Stories were told. Bards would sing about it for ages as the story that Nico and Gaston, with the aid of Boomer and Skippy, acting out their parts, was vividly retold at the Air Rangers base that night. Felix, however, secreted himself away to have a little time with a recently acquired soul, and he asked some questions, and he got a vision of what was happening back on the Sword Coast, back in Phandalin.
Oh yeah.
And he saw how the demon incursion was going, and he got a glimpse of his first glimpse of Yimik, first live glimpse of Yimik, and he didn't look like he was doing so good. But we rejoin our adventurers the next morning. They're waking up with the Air Rangers in their roost.
Long rest.
Yep, long rest. Everybody got a long rest in.
Yay.
Nice.
Good night's sleep.
So I only have one level of exhaustion now.
Yep.
Before we go to sleep, never mind. I'll leave him with his level of exhaustion. You're fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So everybody is well rested. Boomer's
I
still,
need somebody to
Boomer's
make
still
me
a
some
little.
more diamond to dust.
Boomer's still shaking off a little bit of the his little bit of the adventuring. And a Chardalon's lair, but everyone wakes up. A light breakfast is being served to the Rangers in the main hall.
Do I find a replacement kilt?
So yeah, there is.
Or do I have to use one of the
Nope.
giant seagull people as my new kilt?
The Air Rangers, in honor of your victory and your obvious hatred of
Oh yeah.
all that is Earth and the elemental plane of Earth, They have made you a kilt of feathers.
Ooh.
Oh,
They've made you a kilt of feathers from their own roosts, their own collection, their own selves. They all, they took up a thing, and they've made you a kilt of feathers, so that you to honor your position among them in the Air Rangers. It's very stylish,
it's very fly.
multicolored. Oh yeah. It ruffles nicely in the breeze.
For a white guy.
Yeah.
Very fly.
Salik has invited all of you. As you're waking up, he's invited all of you to breakfast. This is where he presents you with your kilt, Boomer.
Oh, thank you.
He said, "Dude, we really wanted to let you know that even if you were feeling alone or whatever issues you're working out, man, you always got a home here with the Air Rangers. And we just wanted to make you a little something so that wherever you go, you knew that you were welcome here. So anyway, man, here you go. I hope you like it. And we got chow out in the main hall. If anybody's interested in breakfast, I mean, I know we were partying pretty hard last night, but you never want to fly on an empty stomach, right?"
Mm. If worse comes to worse, I can eat my kilt.
He goes, "Oh, bro. I mean, I guess, but
Maybe the bird it was once was just called a swallow. I'm gonna go to the mess hall.
Virgin Salik just blinks at you. Okay. Well, all right. Gaston.
And they can all be winners.
So when Gaston speaks, all of you notice that his mouth is all sorts of different pastel colors. The inside of his mouth.
Arcana check?
Can you close your mouth, Gaston? It's really not helping my hangover.
There's a boy swallowed a rainbow. I'll get it out for you, Gaston. Reach in.
What'd you roll, Felix?
Oh, I didn't. I was asking if I could.
Do I have to roll anything to reach into Gaston?
Reach into
Strength check.
I want to make sure he's okay.
Yeah, what do I know about a rainbow mouth with a 28?
You would guess the pipe that he was using to create images and illusions and pictures. It's left a little bit of a stain on his teeth and tongue. Probably not permanent, but just morning after. You know how you ever had a cigar and you wake up the next day and your whole mouth feels fuzzy, you go like that. Same thing, but with magic.
I'm sure Boomer will find that out when he goes looking.
Carry on.
Yeah, so I'm digging around in there.
Go ahead and give me a strength athletics check to grapple Gaston. Gaston, you can oppose this if you like.
Oh, I am totally gonna oppose this. Hold on, let me get my mighty +0 going here. Oh, yeah.
That was pretty close, though.
Oh, that's not
I
a great
rolled
guess.
really bad, but I still
beat me by 14 points.
Yeah, so Gaston Boomer,
This is me being gentle.
yeah, he's being gentle. He's going in, he says, don't worry, Gaston. I'm gonna get it out.
Good thing I have spells to relocate my jaw.
Are
they verbal component spells?
Gaston,
Oh.
Gaston, describe to me what Boomer's fingers taste like.
No.
You know, I know what old blood and ass taste like, and that's pretty much it.
At the same time?
It's got like an earthy,
Got a nutty,
decayed, and
got a nutty flavor to it.
some pungent nuts. So he
Rusty
he
copper
scratched
coating.
not that long ago.
He does have rusty nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tasted worse, but you
So
should
that's
watch.
so that's what you're tasting is Boomer sticks a big fat sausage finger down your mouth, and he's trying to swirl it around in there.
Is it
What
successful?
are you doing?
Felix, do you interject here or step in?
Well,
or-
I'm curious if this works.
Gaston, don't taste the rainbow.
I'm assuming Gaston has no idea he's got a rainbow.
Nope, no clue.
All right.
So everyone's just
Only thing you
suddenly-
know is you said good morning, and Boomer went, "I'll get it."
What are you doing? Oh, this hurts.
Is the finger swabbing clearing anything up?
Oh.
Nope.
All right, Boomer. It's probably from the pipe last night. You may want to check a mirror here, Gaston.
Gaston pulls out a steel mirror and takes a look.
Yep.
Oh, what the heck? That's awesome.
Is my finger all rainbowy?
Yeah, your fingers rainbowy where you're swabbing it around in there. Yeah, it also sparkles faintly.
But I've got
so
a
is
good
Gaston's
I've got a good potion. How swirl your mouse up with this one and actually spit it back in the bottle. I want to keep it.
What is it? Gaston sniffs the bottle. What is it?
It's not
Surprise.
All right.
Gaston, go and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Alchemist fire. Dragon acid.
Oh,
Or
That's
yeah,
when
go
we
ahead.
found out Gaston had blue eyes.
Yeah, go ahead.
One
Go ahead
blue
and
there,
roll.
one blue there.
Go ahead and roll a D4 for me, Gaston. You take three acid damage, but your mouth is now clean, and you spit it back in the bottle, and there's now this rainbow swirly concoction in the bottle.
Ooh, so pretty. And your teeth are so looking sparkly white.
Yeah. This is a full teeth whitening. Like Gaston, your teeth have never been whiter.
Gaston
Skippy.
is gonna rinse with water, then rinse with beer.
Oh, you want to clean your fingers?
Get it off.
Stick it in here.
Go ahead and roll
Mind the rim.
go ahead and roll a con
Oh.
saving throw for me. Yeah, you're fine. Although your nail, that one nail is super clean.
Like Newt
no.
in Alien. We made a clean spot.
Oh no.
Don't like rub your eyes or anything for a bit, Boomer.
Boomers are. What?
I can't scratch
yeah.
myself with a clean finger. That's not how it works.
Right. Yeah. So Gaston, also,
It's okay to rub the brown eye.
you know,
Not mine.
Gaston, your breath kind of smells, a little antiseptic-y. But other than that, your mouth has never really been cleaner.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. We lost Ed.
Yeah.
Oh no. DM down. this.
Pardon the interruption.
Right.
Good
There we
interruption.
go. Okay.
The viewers know nothing of this.
All
Make sure you
right.
edit
So,
this out.
13-second pause. We're fine.
all right. So, that's weird.
But to say, did he freeze again?
Nope. Sorry. I'm there. I'm with you. Okay. So we are. Yep. So you guys are. After Gaston gets his teeth clean, Boomer gets his finger clean. Are you guys heading out to get breakfast, or what are we doing?
Breakfast.
Gaston gorges on like a full 3 ounces of food.
Whoa.
Steady.
Just trying to get the non-taste out of your mouth.
Yep.
Yeah, Nico. did a bit
None of it. All
bit-
none. All the food has texture. None of it has taste for Gaston.
Bit of mind sweeping for Nico, I think, probably. Just to, just to take the edge off.
What sort of stuff have we got for breakfast?
So there's a lot of
Hey,
it's a really light breakfast. Most of it is like fruits and vegetables. There are these little like grub worm things.
Cool.
still alive?
Huh?
Still alive?
Yeah.
That's better texture.
Yep. So they're they mostly stay on the plate. Mostly.
No, like stab them with my arrow, collect them up like a little skewer.
Right.
Nice. Like a little kebab.
I'm gonna change spells.
Yep. So the
How many hit
Yeah.
points would you say these things have?
the little
You gonna
grub.
see- Do they have souls?
Just
Oh.
go around hitting them all with a stake. With a
half a
cat.
hit
I mean,
point?
they've probably got, I don't know, man, hit point maybe at
All
if
right.
that.
If they're running off my plate, I'd like to cast sleep on the food
cast-
as I eat it.
You cast sleep on the food. That's awesome. Well, no. Yeah, you. I mean,
Not
you
what I
can.
was expecting.
Yeah, you can cast sleep, and your whole plate goes to sleep.
Good.
So you said it's a light breakfast.
Yeah.
I'd like to eat breakfast until it's a heavy breakfast.
Yeah, Boomer. You sit down and just start shoveling it in. They keep bringing it out. They seem to be pretty well stocked and provisioned. They, several of them are amazed at how much you're putting away. Because of course they, being hollow-boned creatures of air, they usually don't eat that much, so they're pretty surprised.
Yeah, I've been working out that stomach muscle.
Yeah, so there's a lot of like like these vine fruits that you see. They're sort of like a cross between a kiwi and a grape. So it's got kind of a little bit of a tart flavor to it.
Fuzzy on the outside?
Huh?
Are they fuzzy on the outside?
No, they're smooth on the outside, but they have it's a denser meat than a grape would be, and the seeds are in a circle on the inside, and it's like a tart flavor.
That's brilliant.
Nice. Grow.
It's like a flavor you can't quite put your finger on.
Yeah, so the air guard is getting ready. They're getting ready to go back out on patrol. Sleek says, you dudes are totally welcome to come with us if you want to go out on patrol with us. I'm not sure what your what your plans were, but you guys killed dirt real good.
Well, Boomer, should you consult with
We are we
Your father?
telepathically bonded at this point?
Sure, could have done something while we're right before breakfast.
Yeah, I could call my dad.
Oh, this will this will
Sleek, you mind giving us about 20 minutes? Does that work out for you?
He's all, yeah, totally, man, totally.
Thanks.
We're
Gaston, ask Sleek.
Yeah, Gaston will translate.
his,
able fish.
he
You
says
have his-
totally.
your usual tongues and comprehend languages up.
Yep. He says, dude, totally, totally. We're packing up, getting provisions and everything on the ship. We got to get some new nets and whatnot. So, it's gonna be a little bit. Yeah, just let me know when you're ready to go.
Sure will, dude.
Is there a place with like a 30-foot ceiling we could get to, or somewhere outside nearby?
He says, dude, you're on the plane of air.
There's
Yeah, just step outside. You got
plenty of outside.
There's plenty of outside, man.
Let's go step outside.
Step outside.
Well, he did say everything flies out here. Gaston is going to try to mentally fly.
Gaston, you do not mentally soar off the ground.
Do a quick check with the mirror. No wings.
No wings. Damn.
So I'll do the ritual to summon my dad. Hi, how are ya?
Yeah, so you guys step outside. You're on this large floating moat of earth where their roost is set up. And you step outside, you perform the ritual. The massive figure of your father appears. Also, it should be noted, it's pretty interesting. Boomer's dad doesn't appear that giant to the rest of you.
Oh,
He's sort of the size of Boomer to the rest of you. But to Boomer, he's gigantic.
So Boomer sees his dad the same way he did back when he was 20.
Yeah, just in Boomer's head, like he's larger than life. And so when he appears, that's how he appears. So for the rest of you, he's the size, he's a little bit bigger than Boomer.
is that because his depth perception is off?
So
Probably-
so the
that's
rest
probably what
so the
it
rest
is,
of
yeah.
us the rest of us see Boomer and his dad sort of stood next to each other, and Boomer's like looking up, talking over his head.
Fucking yeah. I mean, if you guys had a vision plan, you'd probably see him normal. But yeah. So your larger than life father appears in front of you, Boomer.
Hey, Dad.
Son, you've come so far. You're doing well.
Thank you. Wait,
You look tired, son.
yeah, I'm a bit sleepy. Wait, what did we want to ask my dad again?
Where we're going, Boomer?
Path of the elements question mark.
Yeah. So, are we on the right track? Which way are we going?
He stands up to his full height and he looks all around him. He's like, looking off into the distance around him, and he says, You're very close, son. You are on the path of elements. But
Like, is it that way or?
and he says, he goes, it's moving.
Oh, yep, he's a dad, all right. Everything
He
is
says-
moving target with him.
He says these hollow-boned birds should be able to help you find it. Ask them where there is a small convergence of the material plane and the air plane. And he says they should be able to track it. But son, I must warn you, the path is contested. You are not the only ones seeking elemental power.
Who else is seeking elemental power?
He says she is known to one of you.
Nico.
Why'd you assume it's me?
But
Well, my dad said she, so I mean, I assume that it's the little man.
Yeah, probably.
He's got a lot more problematic women in his life.
He says the path is contested. They will not give up without a fight. And the power you seek will not go willingly. But you are strong,
Yeah,
and your bones are the bones of the mountain.
yeah.
You will not be blown away or worn down by the wind, no matter how it howls.
Yeah. Although I might fall.
He says, then the ground should fear your coming. You are a member of the Axe Skull clan. Do me proud, son. And then he fades away.
My dad, awesome, guys.
None of you
Seems to have the
understood.
knowledge.
None of you understood a word of that.
Oh, yeah, it's all dwarven, like, yeah.
Yeah, I imagine he's like speaking like ancient dwarven or something.
Right. Yeah, I mean it's a fairly obscure mountain dialect.
Tongues and comprehend languages.
Oh yeah, no, you understood it, Gaston, but nobody else did. I mean, Boomer did.
No,
But yeah, Boomer goes, "Isn't my dad awesome?" They're like, I guess, man.
he said that I'm gonna beat the ground.
In a race?
Huh?
The awesome pauses and goes.
Silly cat.
And that's what he got out of that conversation. All right.
You're
The
gonna
oxen is
race
slow.
the mountain or something, I guess?
Gaston's like, that's not
you
what he
totally
said.
beat the ground.
Yeah, he said that the ground should fear me. Yeah, it was pretty cool. All right, well, we all heard him, so
well, we all heard him.
I heard the words, I didn't understand the words, but yes.
Gaston will mentally translate. He's
I
getting-
got the gist of the conversation, I guess. But oh, as Gaston's translated, it's like, that's not what he said at all.
it's the only thing that Boomer cared about.
Did he say anything about which way to go? Boomer's all to fucking victory. That's where we're going.
Yeah,
we need to go to someplace where there's a convergence of air and material plane.
yep. Kicking
Yeah,
ass and taking
that's what I
names.
said. What I said.
And I'm all out of bubble gum.
Nico's
Did-
probably passed out on the table again, just snoring into like this disappointingly unfatty breakfast. Nothing to soak up the.
Out of curiosity, what's the burrito today?
The burrito today is quinoa
Is this scrambled eggs?
Mm-mm.
The burrito today is quinoa and
Salmon
jackfruit.
Hmm.
It's got a pretty good texture.
Yeah, Gaston's just on. It's not too bad.
Would Gaston have known who Boomer's dad was referring to, since he could understand the conversation? Like when he was saying that there is someone else, the she.
He just said she is known to one of you. That's
Yeah.
You know,
Why
It's
would
not
you
much to
think
go
it
on.
was me?
Well, just because you can understand and you have a history with annoying women.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure none of my ex-wives are here. I mean, if anything, I would have expected one of the last places we were.
Were any of your ex-wives seeking?
There was kind of a link with an ex-wife and like a book that's relevant.
But that was a
Yeah.
book for golems.
No, that was the
No,
exact book
the one that
Abigail
we're after.
got.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with this.
I'm almost positive
Yeah.
there's nothing between the two of them.
She named the book like letter for letter that
Check.
Abigail got from the Blackstaff.
Nothing. Yeah. You know, just because she's hanging around, I think she just is confused. I don't think this is actually what she's after. I mean, she was a pretty nice lady at one time.
Abigail goes, who are we talking about that once? And she reaches into her cloak and she pulls out the book.
Oh.
I'd like to mage hand and try and like push it back into her bag, like.
She goes, well, we're gonna need. I had to bring it in order to bind the elemental. All of
Oh yes, it's safer with
rituals
us
in here.
now, but don't bring it out till we need it.
Oh, I guess that makes sense, huh?
Oh,
Did you
whip it
like-
out premature.
Yeah.
And she goes,
Um,
okay, but who does Gaston know that wants this book?
I have a question, Ed. If Gaston cast suggestion on himself that he forgot the last 5 minutes, would that work?
You'd like to cast suggest on yourself?
To not remember anything about this, because I know that when I run into Alexa, if she asks the question, Gaston's going to answer honestly. So if you can't remember, can't remember.
You're gonna try and do the Men in Black, like
Yeah, I'm
flashy light on
thinking
yourself.
myself.
A flashy thing in yourself? Let me see.
Do you have modified memory?
It's not. I mean, suggestion isn't like mind control, right? Or like
It says, yeah, you suggest a course of activity and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear you. So I mean, you can't. I don't think you can suggest yourself to forget.
you could suggest yourself to try and forget, but Gaston's
myself
not
to
enough.
not tell her anything about this when this comes up. If she asks me if I've got a suggestion going on, that I don't have to tell her anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
try to
that's gonna go
Manchurian
real well.
candidate yourself.
Yep, I don't have to tell her nothing. You know, give
But then-
myself the moral fiber and spine to tell
just gonna
Alexa
force-
no.
It's just going to force you to make a deception check. How's Gaston's deception?
Right. So I would say you could probably use command to do something like that.
Does Abigail have modified memory?
Oh God, no, she doesn't like.
So use word command to forget.
Can we like disguise the book that Abigail's carrying to look like something else as well, like a different book, just in
Or
case she
stick on
does
it or
get it
something.
out? Yeah, yeah.
Putting it
Well, I
like
could
a-
actually, I mean, we can use illusion magic to make it look like
Anything
you want.
else? Yeah.
It's a cookbook.
A
Yeah,
bee field steak book.
yeah. This is a book on self-pleasuring techniques.
I mean, has Gaston actually
Gaston's
made a
got one. We could
copy?
switch covers, like it worked in Back to the Future too.
Has Gaston made a copy of this ritual that we need?
Yes, but it's back at the Temple of Ogma.
Oh yeah.
I didn't bring it with me. I left it with them.
Yeah, Gaston. Yeah, Gaston. I mean, you could copy it but not understand it.
That it sounds like a lot of my interactions with women.
Right. So she said, she goes, oh well, but who is he talking about?
My ex-wife.
And Nico would sort of lift his head up off the table and be like, another one.
No, same one. The one we met on the dock.
Oh, yeah, she was real nice. You know how to pick 'em, Gaston.
Yeah, I do. Good
Oh.
time.
What does she want? What does she want with this? What does she want with this book?
She wants to give it to some like crime lord dude.
A crime lord in Waterdeep?
Yeah,
Which crime lord?
Zoggle Blogger Blog.
Xanathar.
Yeah, but Gaston actually doesn't care at this point. He'll go look
Yes.
through his notes. He goes, to-do list from Alexa Xanathar.
And she goes, the Xanathar?
There's more than one?
No. Well,
Okay.
there's been.
Probably.
She goes, well, there has been more than one, but currently there at any one time there is only one. The Xanathar is after this book.
Among others, yes. He's apparently very knowledge hungry.
How long have you known this?
I don't know, a couple weeks.
Oh, and you see, she goes very pale, like an ashen color.
Calm emotions.
She relaxes. She visually relaxes a little bit. She goes, well, I've heard that he's very dangerous.
I'll offer to carry her bag, grab it, and then just put it on Jeff's back.
He's nowhere near as dangerous as Alexa. She's kind of scary.
Is that your ex-wife?
Yeah.
She's more dangerous than the Xanathar?
To me.
And she's here?
That's what his dad said.
Hey, question. Now that we're talking about this stuff,
You want my
what would you
ex-wife?
say is the
No,
most
you keep
dangerous
your
thing
hands
that
off
we're
my
doing?
ex-wife.
What would you say is the most dangerous thing we're going after? Is it the lich on the island with the dwarves, the demons?
Probably your mum's pissed off spirit.
Well, depending on the time of month, Alexa has been known to be demonic, but I would go with Horde of Demons kind of beats out all of our problems.
Oh, there's a black dragon.
Dad, he's a pussy, as long as the whales aren't around.
Oh,
Well,
his aquatic minions.
it's really the whales we need to worry about.
So yeah, Alexa, Abigail will give. She'll have put the book in the bag and put it on Jeff. She goes, we have to keep that safe. Whatever the Xanathar wants with it cannot be good.
Yeah, I want to make sure it looks like I'm gonna carry it, and then just like, here you go, Jeff. Like, this is for you.
You're like, all right. There you go.
Huh, Jeff has a backpack. Who knew?
Yeah,
I'll just
Jeff,
put it inside of his ribs, like
right. Yeah, Jeff.
That's-
Jeff stores the backpack.
I
the
would
long-suffering
recommend it
sigh.
not being visible when Alexa is around.
She goes,
Pardon
well,
me. I have to go turn off my Alexa. It keeps turning on.
she says, well, I'll need the book when we confront the elemental to bind it.
stay close to Jeff.
Okay, this has just gotten a little scary. I mean, and that's saying something considering what we've seen.
Well, would I have? How old is Xanathar?
So the Xanathar is like the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Got it.
It's a mantle, and so there many beholders have been the Xanathar throughout the history of Waterdeep. But so the current one has been the Xanathar for something like 60 years, 50 or 60 years.
Oh, he's such a baby.
Can I roll history to see what I know of?
Yeah.
If they are likely to leave the Waterdeep. 17.
As far as you know, the Xanathar, his reach goes well beyond Waterdeep, but the Xanathar itself rarely leaves its stronghold in
Yeah.
Waterdeep. Like it's, I mean,
We don't have to worry about the Xanathar coming personally.
right.
We have to worry about my ex-wife, which is why she's more dangerous. Because she's here.
Ed,
Yeah.
was the Xanathar what Boomer saw in the portal when he was chasing was it Little Bird?
Yeah. Very likely.
Do I know?
There's not a whole lot of there wouldn't be a whole lot of other beholders that individual would have contact with.
Do I know what a beholder is?
You've heard of them. Like everyone kind of knows, like beholders are some people don't even believe in them. Like there are people that have heard of them, but they're sort of like, sort of the boogeyman of, because they're very alien and weird. And so people have heard of them like legends. So in some places, they're nothing more than something that parents tell their kids, will get them if they don't clean their room and do their chores.
There's a restaurant in Ravnica that sells a really mean beholder eyeball soup.
It's part of the Rakdos Circus of Blood. But there's other places in the Sword Coast that beholders are all too real, and people have seen them.
Okay.
And so it depends on where you go and who you talk to. So you've definitely heard of them. You don't know. You've never encountered one personally. And so you don't know what is real and what is legend and what is, something like you've heard they can split themselves in two, and that's how
Right.
that's how they reproduce, and
But I know I saw a floating head thing with a bunch of eyes.
Yep, and one big central eye.
Yeah.
And so what it is. Like you're like, because there's only one thing that is. So you're like, that was a fucking beholder.
I've seen a beholder.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I'm telling you guys.
She goes, what?
Oh.
Abigail will say, well, where did you see a beholder?
There's a portal. I was chasing a little bird.
What? Were you trying to eat it?
Probably.
I wasn't trying not to eat it.
Yeah. He's not a real little bird. He's He's a man, but I call him Little Bird.
Oh,
Yeah, me and Nico saved a bunch of slaves, and then Nico gave them jobs.
That's right. We're good people.
oh, well, that's very nice of you to. So you
I rode a pig made of lightning.
is that a euphemism?
No,
I don't know
we really-
who
we really
Eupham
did it.
is, but maybe that's the name of the pig.
Oh, how very interesting.
it was some kind of lightning god's pet that we defeated in combat while freeing the slaves.
Yeah.
Wow.
Princess Kid, seek lots of adventure. You will have amazing stories to tell your friends when you get back home.
She goes, I have to tell you, I really kind of miss my tower.
But don't worry, your aim will get better.
She goes, oh, Gaston. No. She goes, well, should we carry on?
Let's go fetch Salik.
Yep.
Yeah, Nico's recharged now. Just slam his hand on the desk. Right, good to go. Stagger up.
Flop.
Yeah, good to go.
Yeah, so she gets Abigail, okay, and she'll kind of pat the bag on Jeff's back to go, I'm a little nervous, and she turns to you, Felix. She says, but I'm really glad I came with you on this adventure.
Don't worry, beholders rarely leave their town. They're very they'll send other people, other creatures. We'll be fine.
Oh, do they often, like, they don't send very, very dangerous people?
Gaston starts laughing as he walks out of the room.
No, they don't. 21 deception.
Oh, yeah, pretty good. Let's see, how does Abigail do? Oh, wait here, let me see.
Does she get
Can I
advantage?
intimidate
Gaston's
her?
laughter?
Intimidate.
You will
Not
be
as scary as
fine.
me.
She rolled a 12.
Okay.
Yeah, so 15. Yeah, so she's like, okay, Felix, I trust you. Which is kind of a big thing after, you investigated the stealing of her soul. So yeah, so she'll reach out and take your hand, and walk towards the Windbreaker.
Oh, before we go, can Gaston fill up on some air elemental or elemental plane of air hard alcohol?
Oh yeah.
Excellent.
So you're gonna take your usual thimbleful, or?
No, I'm gonna do my full like 3-ounce hip flask.
Ho ho ho!
Ooh.
Are there still drinks left out from last night?
Well, Nico was minesweeping in the morning.
There's no. There's nothing left out on the table. But there is. I mean, there's stuff over in like the store, the storeroom.
Warn Nico from rubbing his finger along the bottom of the table to grab the last drips. He might get splinters.
You think this is the
just
first
have
table?
one.
Is this the first time I've done this, Gaston?
Oh wow, that's some serious callous. Never mind, you're good.
I'd like to bring one out to Salik and offer like one for the road as we go.
Nestle goes, right on, man, right on. Everybody, a toast. And he, pours a small bit into, all the bird people, pull out their little like camping cups, and he pours a small amount. He says, "To victory." we send the earth back to dust. All right. Cheers, everybody. Nico's been drinking this entire time. I don't know. That guy was talking a lot, and I got
I was
thirsty.
like, wow, Nico can yell victory while not slowing down. That
The whole circular breathing thing.
So you guys, you climb onto the windbreaker.
Nico needs gills.
He had 'em.
You had him, yeah. Went in the barrel.
Yeah.
For a while.
For a bit, yeah. You break off the or they untie the windbreaker and it takes off into the sky.
Okay,
And,
Gaston, please ask the
Before we go, I was
here.
going to ask him about the convergence between the material and the air elemental plane, because that's apparently someplace we got to go.
Yeah, that too. But get a feeling of how they feel about skeletons. Like just casually ask at some point.
Just bring it up, and if it comes up in conversation, how do you feel about using the remnants of the dead as vassals of war?
Well, when you put it that way, that actually is better than Gaston would have asked you. So yeah, he asked it that way.
Sleep will go, well, I mean,
Pointing to Jeff.
he says,
It's recycling.
he goes, like, you use the bones?
Points to Jeff again, the two-headed.
Is Jeff standing? Have you reassembled Jeff?
The backpack.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
he's carrying a backpack.
Oh, that's right. He's in the back. Yeah. He goes, he's all, oh, I didn't know those were real bones. I thought it was just some sort of, I don't know, construct or something.
It's an
That's a-
organic construct.
Right on, right on. Well, I guess waste not, want not, right?
I'll command Jeff then to give a fist out. Like,
That's right. And he goes, right on. He gives Jeff the fist bump. Jeff blows it up.
here.
Yeah. He goes, he says, oh, so we've actually got some news of something like a convergence. Is that why you dudes are here?
Yeah, we hear that there's some bad dudes there doing bad stuff, so we are going to go and do bad stuff for the bad dudes doing bad stuff first.
All right, that seems pretty noble.
Gaston turns and looks at the rest of the party and just goes, sure.
Noble.
He says, all right. Yeah, I think we can get you there. Well, we can get you close. You guys are gonna have to learn to ride the wind.
I'm sure we'll figure something out.
Oh, you guys are gonna ride the wind. You're gonna love it. Who's ready to learn the coolest thing ever?
Yeah. I don't know if we understand, but yeah.
I don't know what the Seagull Man said.
Gaston,
Gaston's always translating via mind link.
the mental link, he goes, oh, you guys are gonna love this. It is the coolest thing. We can get you close, but you're gonna have to take a little part of the labyrinth of winds to get there.
Sounds
Okay.
fun. Sounds fun.
Trust me, it's gonna be awesome. Okay.
Grab shell, dude.
All right.
Gaston pauses at labyrinth of wind. Labyrinth of wind. Do you have a map?
Of the labyrinth of winds? No, man, there's no map. You have to,
Oh wait, it's upside. Nope, now it's upside down.
Nope.
you have to feel it, bro.
No, it's inside.
Right down in here. And he like touches you on your chest.
That's a pretty big stoop.
Trust me, my man, you are gonna take to it like a bird to air.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's do this. Nico will cast Spider Climb on himself.
Gaston will say he's very convincing that we can all do this.
All right, he says, all right, let's start off with the basics. And he pulls out some extra these long boards that you saw them riding on earlier. And they're much lighter than they look, like given their size and their thickness. Like you go to pick them up and you're like, oh shit, like Gaston, you can actually like pick it up.
I'm the strongest cat in the world.
And he goes, all right, so everybody lay your boards out on the deck.
I'd
All right.
like to have Jeff kind of like the bat suit from Nolan's bat thing, like with a cloak, where he could just like use a skeletal form to as a parachute type thing, like
Yeah,
wingsuit.
do a little extra wind control action.
Yeah.
He says, all right,
This
everybody.
ain't gonna make me fly.
And he goes, trust me, my man, it will make you fly.
I've had a really big breakfast.
And he goes, this is going to be awesome. Trust me, my rock hating friend, this will make you fly. Everybody on the board.
Are these things called mescalines?
Oh, mescalines?
Yeah.
No. That's a good one though, bro. Funny. You're funny. All right, everybody on the board. Now stand. All right, now everyone jump.
Skippy. Pew!
Boomer with the boots.
Yeah, with the boots. Yeah.
Yeah. So when you jump, you don't leave, your feet don't actually leave the board. The board kind of goes up with you.
Ah!
Oh shit! It goes up with you, and then it slowly comes back down to the deck.
Cool.
Felix is on all fours, just like shaky as shit. Like
Right, the little hair that he has is all stood out on end. Abigail squeals with delight. She thinks this is pretty exciting, but then yeah, she like kind of grabs hold of it, and she goes. And Salik goes, oh.
Sure, Skippy's familiar with that sound.
Yeah.
Squeals with delights on all fours. And he says, did I get you, Matt? Salik says, okay. So
Can Nico try for a barrel roll?
Yeah, go ahead and give me acrobatics at disadvantage as you're a little unsure of the terrain.
Oh yeah, but I want to make it look like I know what I'm doing.
No.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. Turns out that disadvantage did not matter for shit.
Nope.
Yeah, so yeah, you try for a barrel roll, you flip it upside down and then fall off of it. Whoop, land on the ground. Go ahead and roll 2d6 for me.
it's so much worse when you have to roll your own damage.
Yeah. So yeah, you take 7 damage, and then the board like slowly sort of alights on top of you on the deck. And Salik goes, whoa, man.
Salik, I think this board is broken.
No, bro, I love your enthusiasm, but you gotta walk before you can fly, huh?
Wait, I thought we were supposed to fly.
Well, right now we're just in the little hop phase, man. All right. So now you guys have a little idea of what the boards are capable of. It's gonna respond to your lightest touch. So if you want to go up, just try to give a little hop, a little jump. You want to go down, You just crouch down on it. Down you go. Easiest thing in the world. You want to turn? Give it a lean. Yeah?
How long do these things last?
Well, all the way to the ground, my man. That's a little joke in the air, Rangers. I'm just kidding. He says, they'll get you through the labyrinth of winds. Easy.
Will they work on the prime material plane?
No, man. No. That's why we live here, because it's so much freer. You sure you guys don't want to join the Air Rangers?
Felix is just like struggling with the wingsuit and everything, like, no.
No.
Yeah, Nico's like rubbing the back of his head. Like,
So, would you guys like me to glue a couple like leather straps to the board so you guys have something to hang on to?
What? Leather straps?
Well, yeah, because my handcuffs are back with my lady.
Abigail's like, wait, is that the lady that's following us? Is that, does she have handcuffs too? Jesus Christ.
She's into serious role play. Don't worry about
yeah, serious.
He goes, well, I mean, I guess you could put straps on it, but I mean, it kind of takes away from some of the freedom. I mean,
He points to Felix, who's like trying to put his claws through the thing.
he goes, oh, well, I guess some people can't handle that much freedom. Yeah, maybe you strap that one in.
Felix, would you like some straps?
I'm fine, I guess.
I'm fine.
Gaston will use sticky mimic glue and some leather.
Abigail will ask for straps.
Oh, yes, you will.
Oh, Skippy's like, give her the
Nico,
strap.
would you like some straps?
You what?
Do you want straps, Nico?
No, I've got spider climb. I'll be fine.
Okay. Boomer, would you like straps?
He's saying I'm not strong enough.
Has nothing to do with strong. Are your shoes sticky?
Are you not strong enough to fly?
You were worried you were
gonna
too
go
heavy.
down.
Boomer.
My toes
Alrighty. Skippy, do you
through
want
the
straps?
shoes.
I'm sticky enough.
Okay. Gaston's gonna freebird it.
Dang, going commando.
Nice.
No, he's just gonna do the freebird thing, not commando. He's still wearing his armor. That's
Oh.
So you're just like literally plain Leonard Skinnerd.
hell yeah, with the claw teeth off.
One of the Air Rangers is like, free bird. So you guys, you stay along on the Wind Raker for a little while longer. You keep moving on, and you pass by. You see these massive floating motes of Earth. Every now and again, you see this just sort of like rolling masses of fire that swirl by. You see huge, these like huge animals that are just flying through the elemental plane of air. Like, I mean, they're like as big as like blue whales,
Wow.
but they're like feathered, like these huge feathered creatures that are just gliding through the plane of air. And you see little.
Oh, not again! Not again, Ed! Come back!
He's doing.
Pardon the
He's
second
back.
interruption.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
6 seconds long.
Yeah, I don't know what's like. It keeps like just booting me out, and then I have to like disconnect from my wireless and then reconnect it. I don't know. Anyway, all right. So you sail on, seeing all sorts of like just crazy, fantastical air creatures as you're going on. You see huge storm fronts like way off in the distance, like these roiling masses of clouds and lightning. and Salik will tell you a little bit about his life. How he came to live in the elemental plane of air, how his family came here.
So Gaston gets the life story of Salik.
Yeah, he tells you how his family immigrated here from the material plane, and are never going back. It tells you that he doesn't want to start a family yet, even though his parents are pressuring him into it. They say he needs to settle down, have a nest full of kids, and he's like, I'm not ready for that yet. I'm still out here ruling the skies, beat Earth ass.
Where is Jeff with the book?
He's not on a surfboard.
What is the name of the ship again?
The Windraker.
Windraker.
So I was gonna ask Abby. I was gonna message Abby and say, not that I think we might get into a fight or anything, but if the book gets damaged, will it still work?
She says, well, it depends on how much damage. I mean, if it gets torn apart, no, I don't think so.
So sticking it in Jeff is probably the wrong choice because Jeff tends to go down pretty hard every combat.
Just
Only because I
looking at
tell him
Jeff.
to. If I tell him to protect the book and stay behind us.
Yeah, we're going up against assassins and rogues. They do it from behind, so.
From behind. So you
Is there
say
anything we
along.
can do to kind of armor? Can we kind of like give Jeff's? We like armor Jeff's rib cage to make it like a little lockbox, like a strong box.
I do have a breastplate.
Ooh,
Yeah, we need to tool Jeff up if we're going to store the book in there.
maybe I could just like bend it closed.
There we go.
You hear there's cracking sounds coming from inside. Almost got it.
Just hear a bunch of rattling.
10d6 of damage, Jeff.
Right, and then Jeff will go to that armor and water deep, and he'll tell him all about how Boomer.
Who did this to you, son?
Right, Skippy, and Jeff will go into the armor and just but in the armor would go, yeah. No, I mean, just it's a cycle. It's a vicious cycle.
I'm gonna set that shop on fire.
No, it's got such good artwork in there.
No one appreciates it.
Setting that place on fire is not going to change his mind about you.
And he's
Might
selling that
reinforce
artwork
the
as well.
stereotype.
No, you know what will change his mind? Being on fire.
Felix could do that.
You're a good person. Put me out.
I mean, how much do you hate him, Boomer?
A lot of Boomer's rage is coming from that guy. Sometimes.
On a scale from 1 to bloody murder.
I was saying eternal damnation. So I mean, like.
No, I mean, just like Boomer just wants to light him on fire.
Felix just wants to put him out. That icy cold. Yeah. Well, I mean, it would also
together we are icy hot.
It would also interest you to know that the artwork that he paid the artist for, he's copied several times and sold it around town without the permission or compensation of the artist.
Eat shit, Ed.
Oh, I'm just I mean, I'm just saying, like, maybe he's a little bit of a villain. That's all. Like,
Yeah, he's definitely a villain.
All right, so his soul can go.
Yep.
I'm convinced. Fuck that guy. Yeah. So, you after a day or so of sailing on the Windraker, Salik says, "All right, you guys, this is as far as we go. you guys are riding the ELC. Are you ready?
Have we
Yeah,
gotten any
Nico.
better
Nico's
on
going
the
to be
boards?
channeling his.
Yeah, sounds like, wait, what's the ELC?
The East Labyrinth Current, dude.
Okay.
Okay, Crush.
He's all,
Have we
come
gotten-
on, bro. You're gonna love it.
Have we gotten better on the boards?
Yeah, you guys been practicing a little bit. You're a little more stable, a little more used to it. You know, it's not quite as jarring. You haven't done like what you're about to do. So that'll be fun.
No problem.
But he goes, all right, you guys are as ready as you'll ever be, because, well, you don't have any more time to get ready. So
Yeah, Nico will go for. Nico's quite enjoying the sort of showing off nature of this this new sport that he's picked up, I think. So
Right.
yeah, be like, I was born ready. Let's do this. Woo! And just like just sort of charge straight.
Gaston's pouting because somebody stole his line.
right, Nico goes full Patrick Swayze, Point Break,
right.
like just yeah. All right, so
I
he goes,
feel
all
the
right.
need for speed.
Yeah, Gaston's more the
The
And
blue
Felix
flame
cast
special.
slow on Nico.
He casts slow on Nico.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh.
Everybody else goes launching past him. You guys, everybody's going over the side, launching past him. Even Jeff goes by, just slaps him on the back of the head.
And you
I
hear
just very
echoes of planet
slowly
air.
give Felix
You're
the
a bad
finger.
Gaston calls back, "You're a real blue flame special."
Permission to buzz the tower very slowly.
Yeah, Salik walks over and like pokes you. He's like, dude, you gotta go a little more. Why? How are you doing that?
Looks cool, right?
I mean, I guess, but I mean, you kind of gotta go.
Oh, quick question, Ed. While we were doing this, could I have Boomer grind me up some diamond dust?
Just with his fists.
Skippy will just tell Jeff as she's fitting the breastplate on about the shop owner that she got the breastplate from, and you just give Boomer the diamonds. He just goes, and all the crew members just go, see, he fucking hates rocks. What did I tell you? Look at him go. That motherfucker hates dirt.
The legend grows.
Yeah, like they're just like, oh my god, we've just never
The
seen
rock
anybody
hater.
who hates rocks that. Oh god, whatever Earth he's going back to is in trouble, like serious trouble. And like, and all of them are telling stories. They're like, I heard the reason that he hates the Earth so much, that his mom was taken advantage of by an Earth elemental. That's why he's got the bones like he does, you see. But he fucking hates his Earth dad, and that's why he's so pissed all the time. And they're like, another guy, it was like another one of them's like, ooh, I heard he killed 7 gargoyles in one blow, and everyone's like, no. And he goes, yeah. That's fucking impossible. There, yeah. He said he had them all lined up.
That's what the 8th gargoyle said.
Right. He had them
Right
all
before he got
lined up,
eaten.
and he offered them all a cigarette, and then just murdered them. I mean, it's just so like, and they're just, because Boomer's sort of just grinding diamonds, just crushing them in his hands, and they're like, yeah, oh yeah, no, yeah, Earth for bones, but he fucking hates them, So yeah, but yeah, so yeah, Boomer can easily grind you up some diamond dust in his fury about the shopkeeper. Also, you guys have all had another long rest on board the boat while traveling.
Another one.
Yeah.
Yay!
Nice.
I got
Yeah,
rid of
this
that.
is-
I'll also make a few sketches of the ship and the crew, and get some more stories from the Rangers.
Yep. Yeah,
This
they
fight's
tell
gonna
you
be
all sorts of harrowing adventures, all sorts of stories about attacking earth elementals and some of the crazy stuff they've seen, some of the huge like elder tempests and stuff that they've seen, traversing the plane of air. They tell you about the wind dukes of Akka, all sorts of things.
Yeah. Oh, and Gaston's doing the full, like three-dimensional exploded view of the boat or the flying ship.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you leave no inch unturned. Like you go, from prow
Ignore
to
me,
stern.
Captain. Keep sleeping. I'm just working here.
Just work. Yeah. Just lift like it's fine. It's fine.
Correct measurements, right? Not the inch ones. Correct.
Metric.
It looks even bigger.
Right.
know,
You also
When it
get
comes
several.
to Gaston, everything looks bigger.
You get several sketches of the group practicing on the wind boards.
Characters of facial expressions.
Right. Several drawings also of the crew sort of going about, in the rigging of the ship and like getting things working. You get a lot of,
And memorialize Nico's first attempt on the board.
oh yeah. Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that was
I'm
the
gonna-
first sketch.
Yeah,
Sketch
I'm gonna
number
have
one.
spent like the whole trip just trying to learn like dumb showy tricks off of the sort of more the gobbier crew members.
Oh yeah. There's plenty of guys that absolutely encourage it.
Yeah.
Salik is like, we should really just stick to the basics, bro. And they're like, he's fine. And yeah, they're like, okay, here's like, this is barrel roll, backflip, forward the whole bit.
Yeah.
So you guys, the four of you are charging ahead. Nico is slowly making his way off the ship.
What about Abigail?
Abigail is right behind Felix.
How's Abigail going to get the book out?
Well,
Jeff will just disassemble and fall out of the
Just
bottom
fall
of
out the
breastplate.
bottom of
yeah.
just the book.
Or no,
dispenser.
just take off like his spine, kind of like a cork
Oh, yeah.
roll or something. Like,
Yeah.
just take off.
just be like just once
Like
his
a
pelvis
dispenser
is out
for
of the way.
books?
Yeah, like a Russian nesting doll.
Right.
A vending machine.
Too soon, man.
Or a Pez dispenser. Is that better?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Just push it up the top. So everybody is going. Felix, do you keep the slow spell up on Nico, or do you
No, just enough to.
just enough to make him look like jackass?
Yeah.
You let it go. So Nico, you're trailing behind by 30, 40 feet or so.
And use minor illusion to make it look like Felix pissed himself.
Do I need to counter spell you?
Only if you see me cast it.
So you guys you drop into the ELC. It's fast. This is way faster than you guys did any sort of like training for any of the practicing that you did. You're holding onto the boards, you're screaming through these air currents, going through, like you see, like there's these massive like floating motes of earth and some debris and wreckage that you guys are heading towards, but just it's sort of tumbling towards you. And you can see as it tumbles, there's like a hole in the center of this rock, this massive rock, as it's tumbling towards you. Go ahead and give me intelligence checks.
Intelligence.
to see if you can
Everyone?
time this. To see if you
Everyone,
can time
yeah.
this right.
Very bad intelligence.
Checks,
Should
right?
have
Yeah.
spent less time
7.
sketching.
16.
There you go.
Oh, balls. That's not
I
good.
got German for now.
Oh, Nico had the high roll.
Yeah. So this is my all that showing off as
It
finally
was
gonna
because
pay
you
off.
had
That's
so
'cause
much,
you're
so
so
much
slow, you had
time.
time.
Yeah.
All right. Everything back up now because I have to. Stupid thing. Okay. Let's see. How do we do? Nico, pretty good. Ooh,
Yeah.
Gaston. Wow. Felix, good. Skippy, not so good. Boomer, not so good. Yeah. All right. So Felix and Felix and Nico, you guys managed to time it just right. As the rock is tumbling, Felix, you go through it first, and you manage to get through. Oh, let's see how does Abby fare here? It's actually fairly smart. Oh, she rolled a 20. Yeah, well, she's right on Felix. Like she's
Yeah, she is.
yeah. So her and Felix go zipping through the hole.
Yeah.
Abigail, is that a torch in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
She goes,
Why is it vibrating?
She
The
goes,
phone's
we
ringing."
slipped through there like a blunted steak. Woo!
That's an interesting.
Oddly
analogy.
specific.
Like
I
a
haven't heard that
well-lubricated
euphemism before.
steak. Yeah.
All right. So the rest of you, not you, Nico, because you're lagging behind a little bit, but for Boomer, Skippy, and Gaston, you don't time it quite right, and this thing is tumbling towards you. What do you do?
Go through it.
Oh, come on.
What does it look like? You said it's like rocks, or
It's a big rock.
Yeah.
Is
Go
it-
through it.
Dive, dive, dive.
Oh my god.
does it have what's our configuration as we approach? Are we like side by side, or are we?
Chevron.
You guys in a delta, like a delta wing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gaston dives under it. Down is always easier than up.
All right, so yeah, Gaston makes an emergency dive. Gaston, give me a dex check. Dex saving throw, sorry.
That doesn't help. But that does.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, Gaston goes,
Nice.
oh shit! Grabs onto the board and plows his way down. You manage to dive well clear of it. You don't like skim your helmet or anything. You come down under it and you manage a barrel roll as you come under it and come up in a tight
Nice.
spiral on the other side. Skippy, what do you do?
As I see Gaston like ducking down, I'm going to try and like slipstream him and follow on like behind him on the same trajectory.
All right, give me a dex check with advantage as you're following Gaston.
That's Boomer going through the rock, just like.
Oh, sorry, dex saving throw. Sorry.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm rolling a dex check now, but I'll re-roll with. Actually, it's the same. Both have a +2. So
Okay. Oh yeah. So yeah, you same thing. You follow Gaston. You come down, and then you both you sort of do like a cross. thing.
like a heat, like
yeah,
a
yeah.
helix.
You do sort of a helix thing as you come up the other side,
Knuckleball?
just feeding off
Yeah,
each other's turn.
fist
Yeah,
bump on the way by.
fist bump on the way back. All right, Boomer. What's Boomer doing?
Going through it.
Just going through it.
Oh,
Yeah, fuck that rock.
All right.
Oh
Big,
dear.
big rock. All right. Go
Gonna
ahead
try and
and give
hulk
me.
it.
Are we still in eyesight of the Windraker?
No, you guys have
Oh.
left it behind. But Nico is coming up behind.
Yeah.
Boomer.
Just like watching all this carnage
Oh, wait,
happening.
Boomer's going to hit the rock.
Yeah. All right. Man, I hope you roll real high. Go ahead. Go ahead and give me a strength
Athletics.
I'm saying, would this be athletics? Because you're just slamming into a rock.
How angry are you, Boomer?
Cotton?
Just give me a strength check. So Boomer got a duck down. He's like
thumb outside. Yeah.
He slaps onto the rock. He slaps onto the rock, which rolls up. His board goes and shatters. Nico, you go through the thing, and as you go through the thing, Boomer drops down from the other side of the rock onto the back of your board. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw to not be thrown off.
I do have spider climb on, so I'm pretty well stuck to the board.
Oh, all right.
Ammunition.
Just give me a dexterity saving throw just to sort of maintain, because yeah, you're not going anywhere.
I knew you had to be back there to save Boomer ahead of time.
12.
Yeah, good enough. I mean, it's not graceful or pretty, but you know, Boomer hits the back of the board, and you're like, whoa, shit. Your board kind of dips down, and luckily, yeah, you're stuck to it pretty good, so you managed to maintain balance on it. But now Boomer is clinging to the back of you as you two are rocketing down the ELC.
Good job, Boomer. You
Yeah,
showed
did you
that
see
rock
me take on that
us.
rock?
Yeah, you were amazing. That rock's gonna think twice before
Fuck
messing
yeah,
with
it
you
is.
again.
The Rock doesn't think at all, Nico.
The fucking rock
Yep.
isn't thinking, oh, Nico. All right, so you guys continue to go down down the ELC. You go through these massive dips and turns in the current. You can't see them coming. But you you manage to feel the current, feel the air, as Salik said you would, and you eventually come to the end, and you see that up ahead of you. And here we will transfer to a board on Tailspire.
Yay.
Woohoo!
Let's see.
Is Nico available yet?
No.
Oh.
No.
Well, all those with unique miniatures get to transfer. So you come to you see this massive edifice, and as you're coming towards it, you can see now what your dad meant by confluence, because you get flashes now instead of sort of the endless sort of cloud bank that is the elemental plane of air. You start getting flashes in the in the cloud bank, and you can see the elemental, or you can see the elemental island where you started. You're now like way above it, and this where this edifice is, where this temple is, you there we go. Where this wind is, like where this temple is, it's at the top of the very top of the floating bits of island, and you can see summon everybody. Let's see, where do we go?
Oh no.
Well, no, did I freeze again?
No, you're good. You're good.
Oh, thank
No,
God.
you did.
Tailspire is not doing anything for me yet.
Yeah.
Oh no, hold on. Yeah, I gotta summon. I gotta summon you guys.
Okay, because mine still says waiting on gum.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oop. Ready.
Okay, the adventure is beginning.
Ooh.
Huh?
Wow, cool.
Nice.
Who the heck built this? Where'd you steal this from? Wait, you built this?
What the fuck do you think I've been doing the last couple of weeks?
Well,
Honestly, masturbating like usual.
I mean, to make you feel like a real artist, Ed, I don't appreciate it.
Oh,
You know what? That's nice. That feels good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
You could pay him if you wanted him to make him feel like, not a real artist.
No, see, I'll just tell people about it because I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
exposure
You know what?
is
Yeah,
just
that's-
as good as
that's-
payment.
That's the real
Yeah.
prize, is just
Yeah.
getting my
Yeah.
name
Mhm.
out there. You know,
Mhm.
I really want people to know, who I am. It's enough that they just experience the work.
That's right.
I guess I got to bring Nico's boring ass.
I don't like what happens when Felix is knocked down. It's a very odd position.
Yeah, it happens to all of us.
Go. All right, so you arrive and you see, and it's flickering. The temple that you're on, like this the ground where you're standing, is in between the material plane and the plane of air. So you're sort of you're going back, and like it's sort of phasing in between, like the two planes. There's a thin spot where they sort of converged and are touching. And up ahead of you, you can see
I mean,
People that
they're
want to
not
get
cooler
put
than
in a
us, but
cloud
they're
of
very
sickening
generic.
radiance.
There also seems to be a lot of them. You should have stopped 3 people ago.
hold on.
Just like the mirror universe version of us.
So these are good guys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
these,
that's right.
these are actually good guys.
Why don't they have beards? Weird.
Wow, that's a lot of paladins
Then the
of Helm.
the boomer version doesn't have a beard.
That's right. Yeah. This universe is sick. Sick and wrong.
Not that one. Let's see. We'll say this one. There we go. You see, there's a group up ahead that is heading in towards the temple. When you arrive, they hear you arrive on the winds.
Can I have a Jeff on the table, please?
Oh yes.
Is that Alexa?
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
And she'll turn around and say, "You're too late, Gaston. I told you to bring me the book, and you didn't."
Told you where to find it. It's the same thing.
"I told you to bring it to me, you little worm. You
Ooh.
could never follow directions."
Stop flirting. We broke up, remember? This was
Huh.
your decision.
You wish I was flirting.
No, actually,
Now-
I don't. I wish you'd stop. It disturbs me.
I'm going to take the elemental power of the wind I'm going to destroy you. And then she turns and she looks and she sees, I got to throw Abby in back here. She sees Abby and she goes, oh, is that one of the little mages you told me about? Does she have the book here?
No, she doesn't have the book. I told you where to find the book.
I don't think he'd be stupid enough to bring it with him.
It'd be pretty dumb.
Gaston, go ahead and give me a deception check.
He's not lying. She doesn't.
Not
I should
lying.
have
He
advantage.
doesn't have the book.
I have a lot of experience deceiving her.
Yeah.
Not that it'll help, but oh yeah, spectacular.
At least you had advantage.
Oh.
15. Yeah. So she goes, you never could lie, Gaston.
What are you talking about? I lie all the time. I just don't do it effectively.
Yeah.
She goes, she says, you are pathetic. You couldn't follow instructions, and you brought your little friends here to die. You will never reach the end of the path of elements. Give up now, and you can leave with your lives. But no one is taking the prize but us.
You know what? You're right. No one's taking the prize but us. Mentally, someone attack, somebody attack, somebody attack.
I
And-
want to prepare.
We are going to leave it there
No.
Dun, dun,
for
dun.
the week. And we will pick it up there next week.
We ended already.
With the confrontation with Alexa. So, will our party defeat Alexa? Will they find the end of the path of elements? Will Abigail hang on to the book? Will Nico ever impress anyone? Find out next week on Good Guys. Not great.